Hello and welcome to episode 3 of my FIFA 20 Newcastle career mode. Now, as you can see, first match here, we're going to be taking on Spurs away from home. If any of you didn't catch the last episode, we played the first 2 games of the Premier League season. A couple of mixed results. We lost the first game at home against Arsenal, and the second match we went to Carrow Road and we absolutely slapped up Norwich 6-0. So that was an incredible result, and we'll be hoping to carry on our form from that second match into the third game here. So this is the team we're going to be putting out. Pretty strong team, as you'd expect. Obviously early in the season, everybody's still fit at the moment, raring to go. So you can see new signings wise, we've got Jota in the team. Hoping to carry on his good form. He scored his first goal against Norwich in the last match. So hopefully he'll be on form again today. And then we've got Callum Wilson and Bukayo Saka on the bench for this one. And we're going to be carrying on up top with Joe Linton, who showed some really good form against Norwich last time out, which hopefully he can carry on. So let's go ahead now and jump into this match and see if we can get ourselves another win. So this match obviously going to be taking place at the new Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. Very, very impressive stadium. And hopefully we'll make it a day to forget though for these Tottenham fans who've packed into the crowd today. So here we go then, Tottenham kicking off. As you can see, we're playing in our away strip today, this horrible orange kit, unfortunately we have to put up with. Tottenham kicking off here. I'm not sure how they've started the season, I haven't checked, but obviously we know they've got a good squad. The likes of Ali, Lamella and certainly Harry Kane are going to be a problem for us today. But certainly, hopefully we can counter their threat. Fancy yourselves going forward. The display we put on against Norwich. Although on the other hand, of course, we did struggle against Arsenal. So 50-50 how this game could go. There's an early free kick here for Tottenham, which Son Heung-min is going to take. And it's a cross rather than a shot. Cleared away partially by Dubravka. Comes out to Ndombele. It's cleared away actually there by Joe Linton. Almiron on the ball now. Plays it out wide to Saint-Maximin. Into John Joe Shelvey. Shelvey holding up the ball. He's got Almiron making a run ahead of him. Plays it in behind. It's Miguel Almiron. A save. Joe Linton taps in the rebound. And that is 1-0 to us. We take the lead early on here at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. And just like in real life, Newcastle take the lead in this fixture with a goal from Joe Linton. This is the site of his one and only famous Premier League goal so far this season. Joe Linton scores. It's his 4th goal in 2 games, of course, after he scored a hat-trick against Norwich in the last episode. And that is a brilliant start to this match. Set up by Almiron, it was his shot, parried poorly really by Loris, straight out to Joe Linton, who had an easy task of putting it into the back of the net. And that is a great start to this game. Tottenham immediately try and come forward with Ndombele, but that's cut out. Wow, yeah, brilliant start. Couldn't have wished for better there. Joe Linton getting to set himself a goal. Is Almiron now. He looks to come forward again. Almiron running in behind the Tottenham defence. Cuts back inside. Plays it to Jota. Jota's crowded out. And Tottenham will get the ball away. Tottenham coming forward now down the left-hand side. Son losing the ball there to Lazaro. Shelvey plays it to Jota. Makes some progress down the wing. He plays it into Joe Linton. Joe Linton back down the line for Jota in all sorts of space now out on this side. Looks to get the ball in, but it's cleared away by Tottenham. And just as well as Saint-Maximin was making good progress there into the penalty area. Shelvey, Almiron, Joe Linton has a shot. Easy for Loris to save. Tottenham look to come forward here, trying to get back into the game. It's Dele Alli making a run. Son Heung-min. Plays it into Ndombele. He'll have a go. It's well blocked. We'll get the ball away. Hayden now into Jota. Let's tackle, but the ball comes to Joe Linton. He'll try and get the ball over the top for Jota. He has done. Is Jota in possession now? Gets himself into the penalty area and gets brought down, and that has to be a penalty. And it is. Tanguy Ndombele with a terrible challenge on Jota as he ran into the penalty area. It's a yellow card for Ndombele. And with 2 minutes to go until half-time, we've got a brilliant chance here to make it 2-0. It's a really, really poor challenge from Ndombele. I don't know what he's thinking. Neither does Mourinho. And it's put Joe Linton on the penalty automatically. But we're going to look through the stats here and we'll see that actually Fabian Schär, the centre-back, is our best penalty taker. I'm always a little bit nervous of putting defenders on penalties, even if they've got the stats. But we're going to go for it here. It's Fabian Schär against Hugo Lloris. He's aiming for the top corner, and Fabian Schär sticks it in the top corner. It's Tottenham 0, Newcastle United 2. What a first half we've had here at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. Joe Linton and Fabian Schär with the goals. It's a really, really nice penalty from Cher. Very nicely tucked away into the top corner. I think even if Loris goes the right way, he's not saving that one. Beautiful penalty. And that is 2-0, and that completes a very, very strong first half for us here. So look to make it back-to-back wins in the Premier League. Tottenham, I've got to say, have been pretty disappointing so far. Lacked any real attacking threat. And haven't looked overly solid defensively. Been a poor showing from them, and I'll certainly hope for better in the second half. They'll try here with Eric Lamela, now into Kane, try and get back into this game before half-time. And Ndombele will give away the penalty. Just loses the ball doing step-overs, and that is half-time. And that is a brilliant, brilliant first half from us. Really, really strong performance. Goals, as I said, from Joe Linton and Fabian Cher. Very, very happy with our performance in that half. Yeah, we'll go on now, have a look at the match fact, see how we've done. And you can see that Tottenham haven't even had a shot on target in that first half. Pretty poor showing from them at home at their new stadium. Fans will not be impressed. So start the second half now then, and we'll look to carry on pretty much in the same vein as we finished the first half. Just looking to contain Spurs and nullify any threat that they have and hit them on the counter-attack. We've got so much pace going forward with Jota and Saint-Maximin and Almiron. And here is Jota, speaking of which, bursting forward now into the penalty area. And this time he is legally dispossessed in the penalty area by Tottenham as they come forward now with Son Heung-min. Run ahead of him with Dele Alli. Backhills it to Kane. And it's parried away by Dubravka, and luckily it was pretty much straight at him there. It's a powerful effort from Kane, but lacked placement. Tottenham take the corner short to Ndombele, placed by Saint-Maximin. Does well Ndombele, gets the ball into Son Heung-min. Now Dele Alli, back to Son Heung-min, again saved by Dubravka, and again pretty much straight at him. But that's more attacking threat than we saw in the whole of the first half from Tottenham in the opening 9 minutes of the second half, as Jota plays the ball forward for Joe Linton, faced by Davinson Sanchez. Joe Linton holds the ball up well, plays it into Jota. Jota back to Joe Linton. His shot's blocked and cleared away by Tottenham. He's come forward again now on this right-hand side with Jota, who's played very well today. Bit of skill, gets the ball into Lazaro, back to Jota. Back out to Valentin Lazaro, there's a chance on here. Jota in all sorts of space, and it's 3-0. It's Tottenham 0, Newcastle 3. It's Diogo Jota, his second goal in 2 games. Brilliant link-up play between himself and Lazaro. Jota in all spots of space in the penalty area. And a really, really neat and clever finish, just tapping it into the corner. How composed is that? Brilliant finish from Jota. Just taps it into the corner. Almost a toe poke into the bottom right-hand corner. And that is 3-0, and surely game over here. Tottenham, as I said in the first half, been very, very disappointing today. Haven't really shown a lot going forward, other than a little flurry at the start of the second half. And they were so open defensively there. It was so easy for Lazaro and Jota to cut them open. There's certainly a lot of work for Mourinho to do on this team. As we look to come forward again here now with Alan Saint-Maximin, who's been pretty quiet in this game. Hasn't really featured much, but he's certainly featuring here. He pulls the ball back, and that's straight at the goalkeeper, I think, from Joe Linton. Disappointing effort there. Tottenham again lose possession in midfield. Now it's Saint-Maximin. He can get away from his man, and he's done that very easily. Still he goes on Saint-Maximin. It's a brilliant run. Can he pull it back? He can. Joe Linton on the turn. 4-0. Oh yes, brilliant goal. Fabulously set up by Saint-Maximin, using his pace and direct running to get into the penalty area. Tottenham don't go near him. Pulls it back, and it's a really, really neat goal from Joe Linton. See here, Saint-Maximin running into the penalty area. They don't want to make a challenge, and that is a wonderful turn. And then placed into the corner by Joe Linton. A really, really good goal. Absolutely bamboozled his defender no end. Loris couldn't save it. And it's Tottenham 0. Newcastle United 4 with 13 minutes to play. Wow, what form we've started the season in. Makes you even more disappointed about that 1-0 defeat to Arsenal on the opening day. We went to Norwich and hit them for 6, and now we've hit Tottenham for 4. Brilliant start to the season. Hopefully we can carry on in this vein. Here's Jota again in the penalty area, and he's got round Davis brilliantly. Tries to keep going, but eventually he's crowded out, and we lose possession on that one. So Tottenham coming forward now in the dying minutes, just trying to get a consolation goal out of this game, I suppose. Not really much hope for them getting into it now. Cross comes into the penalty area. Harry Kane on the turn. It's parried out wide by Dubravka. The Spurs make a substitution. It's going to be Son Heung-min to swing in the corner for them. Corner comes in, headed away by the defender. Come out to Lo Celso. Gets past his man. Can he get the ball into the box? He can. But it's not going to be able to be kept in the back post. And that, I think, will probably be that. A minute and a half to go. Dubravka will take his time over the goal kick. He'll send it long. And I don't even think Tottenham are going to get themselves a consolation goal today. And I can't say they really deserve one. They've been poor. We've been excellent. And it's a thoroughly deserved and very comfortable win. Final whistle goes. That is that. It's Tottenham 0. Newcastle United 4. An absolutely fantastic result. Back-to-back wins. Back-to-back away wins as well. We'll shake hands with Mourinho. I think Mourinho will be wringing his players' necks rather than shaking their hands after that one. Tottenham very, very poor. Another good showing from Joe Linton. Another couple of goals for him. So the second and final match of this episode is going to be the second round of the Carabao Cup, and we're going to be playing away from home against Cardiff City in that match. So you can see we've completely changed the team for this one. I've made 11 changes. Every player is different. And there are debuts as well for Domenico Berardi and Bukayo Saka. 2 new signings come into the team. So it'll be exciting to see what they can do, what they can bring to the team. 2 good wingers. Hopefully help give support. Callum Wilson as well makes his first start. So that 3 of those front 4 making their full debuts today. So it'll be exciting to see what they can bring to the team. And hopefully we can have another really good match. In good form, of course. We won the last 2 matches, 6-0 and 4-0. So hopefully we'll carry on that form today.
As we welcome our visitors, Newcastle United.
Here we are then, players coming out of the Cardiff City Stadium. As I've mentioned earlier on in earlier episodes, we do want to have a good cup run. For any non-Newcastle fans out there, Newcastle and cup runs are not synonymous with each other. The ownership have actually stated a few years ago that they don't want a cup run because it can detract from Premier League form. Usually examples of the likes of Birmingham and Wigan, of course, in recent years, who've won cups and then been relegated. But when you've not won a major competition since 1955, I think if you offered a Newcastle fan the FA Cup and relegation, at least some of us would be quite happy with that. So we are going to be attacking the cups. I know I've made a lot of changes for this game, but we are going to be taking it seriously. And here's Bukayo Saka out on the left here early on, looking to get away from his man. Tries to get the ball into the middle. It's picked up by Longstaff. Now into Wilson. Crowded out low, loses the ball. Cardiff will bring it away. Coming forward again here now. It's Wilson on the ball once more, looking to turn away from his man. Wins a corner. Only chance to put some pressure on Cardiff here. It's going to be Bukayo Saka to swing in the corner. It's punched away by the goalkeeper. It's put back in by Berardi. And somehow it's rolled in. That is a very, very strange goal. It's Domenico Berardi claiming it. A debut goal for him. But I've got absolutely no idea how that has ended up in the back of the net. Really, really poor goal for Cardiff to concede. Newcastle fans are happy with that one, of course. The goalkeeper rightly hangs his head. We'll take a look at the replay now and see exactly what happened here. He comes and punches the ball quite well. Berardi taps it back in. There's no power on that at all. And somehow all the goalkeeper can do is parry it into the corner. See, Berardi completely scuffs his effort. Goalkeeper goes down but can't do anything about it. And it rolls into the corner. It's Cardiff 0, Newcastle 1. Domenico Berardi gets his first goal. But it's a really, really poor goal for Cardiff to concede. And that's a big blow for them early on. Just 12 minutes into the match to concede a goal like that against the Premier League team. It's going to be hard for them to come back now. They're going to try and come back straight away. But they lose the ball there out on the far side and will bring it away. Lejeune on the ball now. Plays it out wide to Manquillo. Not much support ahead of him at the moment. He gets it now from Berardi, the goal scorer. Making progress down the right wing. Can he get the ball into the middle? He does. Bukayo Saka, he puts it straight at the goalkeeper, who does hold on to that one. And Longstaff now plays it into Wilson. Wilson to Bentaleb. Bentaleb forwarding into Callum Wilson. Plays it out wide to Berardi. Can he get the ball into the box? He does again. It's Bukayo Saka at the back post. He can only put the header over the bar. It's a disappointing effort from him there. And forward once again now, Longstaff. Bentaleb. The other Longstaff. Plays it forward, Callum Wilson. Can he get away? No, he's just muscled off the ball on that one. That will go out for a throw-in, which Saka will take. Again, it's Callum Wilson. He's getting on the ball a lot in the early stages here. Willems, Longstaff, Ben Taleb, Longstaff, trying to get into the box. It's a good attempted tackle, but it doesn't stop him. Still Longstaff goes on. It's the other Longstaff now. And that one rolls harmlessly out of play, and that is half-time. Not a very eventful first half since that early goal. Not a great deal else happened, hence the short half there. I'll jump into the match facts again and show you that we have completely dominated the game so far. You can see there, 10 shots to Cardiff's none, 61% possession. We'll start the second half now, looking to carry on very much in the same vein of how we did the first half. It's looking good for a win here, but obviously it is only 1-0. There is still a chance Cardiff could nick a goal here or there, get themselves back into the game. So we've got a free kick here just inside their own half. It's headed away as far as Callum Wilson. We'll wait for some support. He'll have to hold the ball up a little bit here. He gets it now from Saka. Saka running at his man, getting towards the penalty area. Tries to cut back. Plays it into Longstaff. Longstaff gets past his man and plays it for Callum Wilson. And he makes it 2-0. It's a tap-in, really, in truth. It's an easy goal for Wilson. But he won't care. That is his first goal for Newcastle. Good play to set it off between Longstaff and Saka. And a player with the quality of Callum Wilson, his calibre, is not going to waste a chance like that. It's a nice tap-in into the net. Exactly how you want your first goal. Nice and easy. And that is Cardiff City 0, Newcastle United 2. And that hopefully now will be enough to see out this game and take us into the next round of the Carabao Cup. I'm sure there'll be a response from Cardiff. They'll want to try and get back in the game. We're going to make a couple of changes here. So we've taken off Callum Wilson and Domenico Berardi, the goal scorers today. And we brought on Matt Ritchie and Andy Carroll for his first appearance of the series. His first appearance for Newcastle, on here at least, since 2011, when he first left the club to go to Liverpool for 35 million. Of course, he's come back this season. Hasn't really worked out for him in real life. He's just been injured all season, basically, as usual. But it's still nice for him to come back, and you can see Matt Ritchie here breaking away down the right-hand side. Tries to get the ball into the penalty area. Crowded out by defenders, and Cardiff get the ball away. So we've got a corner now. It's been swung in by Longstaff. Andy Carroll meets it, and it's off the line by the Cardiff defender. Hit back in and cleared away, and that was so close to a first goal for Andy Carroll. It's coming back to the club. Cardiff got the ball away. We've won it back now, just inside our own half. It's Longstaff on the ball, plays it into his brother. Out to Saka, now to Carroll. He's got support on the left here from Jetro Willems overlapping. What can Willems do? Not a lot. He's crowded out, and Cardiff again get the ball clear, and they'll come away now with Adoma on the ball. He's got some pace to burn by the looks of it. Might fancy run his full back. No, he plays it forward instead to Patterson. Into Cunningham. Again over the top, looking for the pace of Adoma in behind. Is he going to get there? No, he can't keep the ball in, and that'll be a goal kick. Longstaff on the ball now, into Andy Carroll. Carroll back to Longstaff. Into his brother. And Andy Carroll's in space here in the penalty area. Andy Carroll scores! He does get that first goal since his comeback. It's 3-0. Andy Carroll has scored his first goal for Newcastle since 2011. Really, really well taken. Neat link-up play between himself and the two Longstaff brothers. Found himself in space in the penalty area on his left foot. There was no doubt he was going to be pinging that one into the corner. It's Cardiff 0, Newcastle 3. Really nice finish from Carroll, right in the corner. Good power. That is game over here, and it's nice to see him get himself a goal. He can't do it in real life, at least he can do it on here. I do think he can be a bit of an asset for us on here, to be honest, if he can keep himself fit. He's a great aerial threat. He's got a good left foot. He just gives us a different option in games when we need him. So just a couple of minutes of stoppage time to go here. Cardiff again fighting away, trying to get themselves a consolation goal, but it hasn't really worked out. And now Matt Ritchie's gone in behind. Does he fancy a goal? He does. Gets himself a goal, lashes it into the top corner. 4-0 here. Matt Ritchie's got himself a goal. So that's the two players off the bench, Carroll and Ritchie, both getting themselves onto the score sheet. Always good to see. Subs making a difference to the game, getting themselves involved. And that is a really, really well taken goal again by Matt Ritchie. Got himself away in behind and absolutely smashes it past the goalkeeper. It's 4-0 right at the end of the game. Barely time, I'd imagine, to take the kick off here for Cardiff. And there is the final whistle. And that is the end of this game. We have got ourselves through to the third round of the Carabao Cup. It's finished 4-0. So that has been a really, really positive episode again for us. So you can see the rest of the Carabao Cup results there if any of you are interested in seeing how your own team got on. And that is going to wrap up episode 3 of my Newcastle career mode. Thank you so much for watching. Really appreciate anyone who watches these videos. If you enjoyed it, please feel free to like, subscribe if you want to see more content. Next episode will be out as soon as possible. Thank you so much for watching again. Any feedback, please leave it in the comments. Good or bad, either way, all is welcome. As you can see, the next episode is going to include transfer deadline day, so be sure to tune in for that. We will look to bring in a couple more players if we can. But until then, thank you once more. Until next time, goodbye.